This is Ruth Basque again with another video. Today is Monday, so I thought we'd do a video on my spiritual belief and practice. I'm going to call this Magic Monday, and today I figured we would discuss some crystals, and I would show you some of the crystals I use in my practice. So, here we go. Now, let's see if I can remember all the names of these crystals. We'll start with this beautiful baby right here. This is called a seer stone, and they're only found in Alaska. They're used for crystal gazing, and as you can see, it looks kind of frosty and just like really beautiful. They cut an end off to give it a clear, so you can see the inside of it. And when it's held on with like a black cloth under it, it looks dark inside, and it's not actually, but it's so frosty and so beautiful. I've had this now for a few months. I use it when I work with my dragons because it's one of my more powerful stones, and it helps me connect with the dragon energies a lot easier, and to talk to and commune with the spiritual beings of the dragons. So this is a seer's stone. Then I have this crystal here, which is Michigan's mystery crystal, and it's only found here in Michigan, and it's found in the Upper Peninsula. I'm not sure exactly pronounce it. I call it a plexi stone, but I think it's pronounced different than that. And as you can tell, it kind of looks like the spots on a giraffe. This is supposed to bring good luck. So if you ever find one of these, it's supposed to be for good luck. And I got this one when I went to the arts and craft fair they had down here this year over downtown by the Hackley Library and the park down there. And there was somebody that had this in their shop, and I bought it because I've always wanted one of these stones. So, yep, this is Michigan's mystery stone. And they're not... You can find them in stores and stuff around here, but I wonder what it'd be like sometimes to actually go to the Upper Peninsula and actually find one laying on a beach up there. You know, it would just be so cool. But I love this little stone, and I just got it this year, so. And there she is. And then, now everyone, I mentioned before in one of my videos that I happen to like Kali, and that, of course, you see right there. A while back, I ran across a stone that I feel works really well with her because, as you know, she is portrayed standing on her consort Shiva. So I have a Shiva stone. This is a really nice Shiva stone. It's kind of a brownish red with a white stripe through it. I was just really drawn to this stone, and I have been wearing it a lot lately, and it's really been helping me bond with those energies of Kali and of Shiva. I also have in my collection another Shiva stone that is quite rare. This is a black Shiva stone, and this one, as you can tell, is smaller than my other one, but it's a black Shiva stone, and they're rare. You don't see the black Shiva stones often, and I've had this one now for about 3 years. It was my first Shiva stone that I ever got, and so this one I wear a lot. It's, you know, perfect. I can wear it, and then I can wear other crystals, you know, necklaces and jewelry and crystals with it, and not feel overtied. Where the big one, this baby right here, is when I'm wearing it, that's pretty much all I can wear, or I'm just overweighted with energies. So there's that. And then we have a citrine, which I wear occasionally when I'm needing the energies of a citrine. I use this one when I'm really just needing a lot of guidance and grounding and fire energy, which I'm not really needing at the moment because two of the rings that my fiance got me, if I can get my hand to show them here, these guys right here, the ruby and the opal, are fire stones, and I never take them off. I always wear them, so I'm not really needing fire energies at this moment. And then I have this beautiful rose quartz. It's kind of pale because I was charging it with the moonlight and then didn't get up in time before the sun came up, and the sun kind of bleached my rose quartz. I like this particular one because it's carved like a skull, and it kind of reminds me of the crystal skulls that are supposed to be really, really important for us, that they've done books on. And you know, the skull is a symbol of wisdom, so it's not an evil thing to represent death or black magic. It's actually a symbol of wisdom. So, and I had gotten this one in a rose quartz. I have this beautiful aventurine crystal point that I use when I'm working with earth energies. I have this onyx, which I use when I'm also working with being grounded or for protection spells. And Kali loves black stones, so some of the times when I'm working really heavy with her, I'll put all my black stones on the altar. I have this beautiful clear quartz point, as you can see. It almost looks like it's got other quartz growing inside it, but this is a very powerful. It's used to bounce all the other crystals. So when you're using other crystals, a clear quartz is a good quartz to have, as it helps bounce everything else around it. And it could be pretty much used and programmed for anything that you want to use it for. I've had this one, oh man, for like years. I think 10, 15 years. It's been with me that long. Some hematite. As you can tell, I like a lot of my crystals to be carved. This is a hematite heart, 2 hearts interlocking, that I came across. And I actually found this laying on a path when I was walking through one of the footpaths. When you're going up the bicycle trail, when you walk off, there's a little footpath that leads down to the river. And so that's where I found this laying, was right in that path. It came home with me. Amber. I have this amber. It's a beautiful golden amber. Amber is the witch's stone. I use it and wear it a lot, but I mostly use it when I'm laying out my cloth for my dragon work, and this sits on my dragon cloth when I'm working with the dragon elements. Okay, so there's 2 names for this. I've always called it lapis lazurite. Some people call it lapis lazuli. This one is just extremely beautiful, as you can tell. And this one I use when I'm working with the energies of the dragons as well on my cloth. It just, when you look at it, it just reminds me so much of the universe and the stars and everything, you know, and it's just so deeply entrancing. It's a beautiful stone, and it's a point. I have an amethyst point, or an amethyst skull. I have an amethyst point, but I'll show that to you later. This is my amethyst skull for healing, and I use this when I'm working with healing energies and want to bond with the healing energies of the dragon energies. I've had this crystal skull for quite a long time too. I can't exactly say or remember exactly when I got it, but I've had it for a long time, along with my rose quartz skull. Moss agate. I use this when I'm working with earth energies as well. It's a very earthy stone, as you can see, and this is moss agate. And I have another piece of hematite. And the weird thing about this piece of hematite is somehow or another it got magnetized. This piece of hematite was found laying on the sidewalk by the side of the road when I was going downtown one day. And I lived in Shelby at the time. And I picked it up and I took it home and I'd set it on the altar. And lo and behold, anything that had metal in it was drawn to it. So I don't know if it was deliberately magnetized or if that was just something spiritual that attached itself to it, and I was just lucky enough to find it. I like it because it's grounding, and it will also draw things to you that you want. So if you're wanting to draw money to you, or happiness to you, or positive things to you, or healing to you, this, to me, even though it's a grounding stone, would be a perfect hematite to use because of the fact that it is magnetized, and magnetite actually draws energies to you. So I have a grounding stone that will draw the type of energies I need, and it's beautiful. I really like it. This is what they call a snowy quartz. It's a point. It has a little point coming out of it. I use this when I'm working with water energies because it's a snowy quartz, and snow is made out of water, so to me it felt like this one should be used when I'm working with water energies. This is a smoky quartz. I use this when I'm needing change in my life. When I feel like I need to have things changed in my life really bad, I use this smoky quartz for that. But be very careful because it may make changes you really don't want. Because if you are like really getting stagnant and grounded down too much, and you need change, but you're only wanting certain things change, well, the change and the energies that work with changing things in your life a lot of times will pull on things you may not want removed from your life, but will actually be best if they were removed. So yes, I use smoky quartz for changing things in my life. This is snowflake obsidian. I guess you're not going to be able to see this very well. As you can see, it looks like it's got little snowflakes on it. It's obsidian. It's a black stone. It's considered a fire stone, but I look at it when I see it, and it feels more earthy to me. So I use it with my earth magic spells. This is black obsidian, and this is like just, a polished rough, which they would call an Apache tier. I use this a lot with my earth magic. I have another one that is just absolutely gorgeous, and I will show that one here to you in a minute. This one was carved. This is also black obsidian, and as you can tell, this one was carved into a two-ended pointed quartz, and I really love this piece right here. It feels so much like a wand. So when I'm needing the protection and energies of this, I actually use this as the wand for it, and I'll really, it's just really like a small wand. It feels so nice. I really love this piece. And then, I'm not done yet. This is fluorite. Fluorite is considered the fairy stone when you're working with Fey energy, but I love this piece because it's a rainbow fluorite. So, and it's multicolored. It's a nice piece, and I wear this and use this when I'm working with my dragon energies as well, because it is required when you're walking the path of the dragons to have fluorite. And I felt this was perfect, and my dragon guide and teacher also told me this would be the perfect one to use. I also have this fluorite. I thought this is such a beautifully green fluorite. It was just so pretty. I really loved it. And when I got it, I didn't know what was going to happen, but once I got it, I felt the powers and energies of it really quick, and knew that the dragons would definitely love this stone. So whenever I'm working with dragon energies, I either hold this in my hand or I also wear it. I get very heavy with crystals at times. And then I have another clear point quartz in a cage that I also wear when I'm needing the energies of the quartz for enlightenment and guidance. A blue fluorite that I also wear when I'm needing the color of blue energies. This is a little cage with freshwater pearls. When I'm working with water energies, I wear this or hold it or just set it on my altar. I feel like I'm missing... Oh, yeah, so they are. Then I have aventurine, blue aventurine. This has been actually hit to become rainbow aventurine because it has kind of a rainbow effect to it when the light hits it, because it's actually been lightly touched with actually this is aquamarine. It's been touched with gold. Aventurine was the green one. This one is the aquamarine. I get these two, believe it or not, mixed up. This one's the aventurine, and this one is the aquamarine. And I've had this crystal a while too, and I do work with it and wear it. And I have this rainbow topaz. Rainbow topaz is a stone that has also been exposed to gold, and so it gives it that rainbow look. And I've always felt like this kind of reminded me of a dragon eye. So when I'm wearing this, I'm really thinking of the dragons a lot as they are watching over me and protecting me. It is one of my most cherished and favored pieces out of my jewelry that I have. I have been wanting this piece. This is not a cheap piece either, and it's like, it just is really a fantastic piece. I've had some beautiful things happen when I'm wearing this, and I'm going to be wearing it here again pretty soon because I'm just feeling the need to use this ring again. And then I have black onyx. This is a black onyx. I know it looks like a lot like the other two black stones I showed you, but yep, this is my black onyx. So that is that with those. I have stones that are on my altar that I use now and then. And I haven't been able to get me a moonstone yet, but I am working on it. I thought I would just share these little bits of jewelry with you guys today, and hope you enjoyed this little video on magic. And there are plenty of books out there on crystals, so if any of you who are interested in working with crystal energy, DJ Conway has a book on it, on working with dragons, and mentions the crystals and that. There are other known authors that actually have... Scott Cunningham has a book on crystals that you might be interested in looking up. There are several books out there that talk about the using of magic in the crystals. So anyway, that's my Magic Monday thing for today. Each Monday from here on out, I plan on working on doing a video on a topic that deals with my working with the dragons. Today we started with crystals, and then next Monday I'll probably pick one particular crystal and spend time giving information about it. So I hope you all like this video. If you do, link it, share it, hit subscribe, hit the bell so you're notified whenever any other videos are being uploaded. In the meantime, toodles all.